Hello everyone, this is Real Coon again, and welcome back for more of Let's Map with RPG Maker VX. Alright, um, today I'm going to be doing a forest map, and yeah. I'm not going to make it big this time because this is a beginner video for now, so yeah. Alright, I'm using a 17 by 13 map again. And yeah. Alright, what you want to do first is go ahead and, well, this is what I do to start off. I'll get this tall grass here and go ahead and just paste it on there. And then I'll get, the low cut grass and just make random patches, some kind of weird shapes not everywhere, but let's go ahead and put some of those down. Nothing too serious. Alright, and next what you want to do is go for your trees. Now, I'm using max tileset E. This is a different tileset E, and there's certain different versions of the max tileset E. I have no idea what to call this one, but yeah. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use this here, and just like go around here. What I'm gonna do is just make this outside wall. I'll leave that area open. Alright, let's go ahead and make this outside wall here. That is on. Yeah, fill up those little spaces like that too. And now what I'm gonna do here is go like this. That way, the trees will have some type of variety to them. Forests don't really have to be hard if you know what you're doing already, or if you know what you want it to look like. But really, it's gonna be hard just to start making a forest randomly out of nowhere and expect it to be good. You have to, basically what I'm saying is you have to plan it out. Alright, now here I'm gonna do this. Why I keep making these patches in the trees like this is because forests need to kind of be different. They aren't supposed to be perfectly aligned next to each other. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all, not really a trick per se, but yeah. Alright, go ahead and fill off these spaces that can be filled in. Alright, now in these areas like this, if you probably will, but if you ever get to an area where it's gonna be hard to kind of fill in all sides, because that could happen, what you want to do is get the back layers. See, this would be considered farther back than these two sets of trees, so you would go ahead and put that background down there, and I can fill in these two areas. Don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do with this in a minute. Alright, basically the things that are higher up on the map would be considered farther away from the player, so these back here would be like the background compared to those that are closer. So let's see here. Ew, that was horrible. Pretend you didn't see that. Alright, yeah. Go ahead and fill in these little areas right here. This is probably a little complicated to some of you, I know it is, but yeah, this is usually what I do for forests. You're probably gonna miss some spots too, by the way, but don't worry about it. You'll find it eventually. Alright, It does get tedious though, I won't lie. Now, once you get, alright, so I have everything set up here. Now, this is where events come in. And you really won't have to, let's see. Just go down to tile set E, look for this tree. And then you do the same thing for the opposite side. That way, there won't be patches in your trees. See? And what you would do is copy, like this is the right side. So here, I would paste it here. Let's see, I would paste it here. Paste it here. And yeah, paste it here. Alright, and you do that with this left side too. Just go ahead, paste that. Paste that. And paste here. Paste here. Paste here. Alright, so now you have your trees, and I missed one. Let's see. Why didn't you guys tell me I missed one? Anyways, okay. So there are your trees in a random order. And after that, it's really just putting down details. It's not really the best looking forest, but hey. You know, you get the idea of how you should do it, right? Okay, just, you know, throw a couple of rocks here and there. Little forest rocks. And yeah, some of these little bushes here. Now in forest, I really don't know how people usually go about doing this, but I have different ways. You can how do I explain this? You can really like do what you want in a forest as long as it makes sense. Like you can't just have like this diseased looking grass. You can't just have patches of those, you know, in a clean forest like this, unless you're gonna have some dead trees or something. Like half of it is gonna be messed up or something. But you know, try your best to make your forest look as real as possible. Just put it that way. Alright, there it is. You know, just randomly put stuff around. Try to give it a more realistic look to it. Forests are cluttered, so you don't have to worry about it being neat at all. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't try to make your forest just the neatest thing around. It's not gonna happen. Well, it shouldn't happen. Put it that way. It shouldn't happen. Forests are not just clean, neat areas. They're random. Alright, and this is the little small forest right now, I suppose, and I'll test play it here. There. Alright, let's see. You gonna come up now? There you are. Excuse the walking on top of the trees. I knew that was gonna happen. I just put in this tile set E, so I didn't fix anything in the editor. But yeah, I mean, this is really, you get the idea of the forest. Of course, it will be bigger. This type of room right here would probably be like the opening to the forest or something when you first enter. But like other than that, you can have small rooms like this if you're trying to get the player somewhere. Actually, you should have rooms like this. Let me say that. You should. You shouldn't like always have humongous rooms in every map, because the player would probably, from my point of view, the player would probably get tired of it. But yeah, this is the forest map, and I'll see you next time on Let's Map RPG Maker VX. This is Relcoon signing out.